the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night. 'Cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is bright and early.
Yeah.
Somehow or another, we made it to Thursday, and that girl
Golly.
will not be here tomorrow.
Already.
Yeah, she is taking vacation and refuses to answer texts from us.
So her short TV husband will be here.
Yes, he will. He will be here. We're going to have Amanda. She's coming from the state games to talk to us. We do know that Amanda will be here, and I'm not sure she's ready for all of us.
Probably not. It's bad enough when it's just us.
Opening ceremonies are tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yes. Already here, and that is really something to see.
The Parade of Athletes always happens downtown Meridian.
Yes.
Been going on it 25, 26
Something
years.
like that. It's been a while, and it is wonderful for our community.
Yes.
It really is.
Economic impact. There'll be a lot of extra folks in our town
Yes.
this weekend, eating in our restaurants, staying in our hotels. Let's be nice.
Yeah. Let's show them hospitality like we've done everyone else. We are full of hospitality, and let's continue to do that.
June the 5th, if you can believe it or not, this month is just... it's almost time for the countdown to Christmas. What is it? Hallmark Channel will be having Christmas in July before long?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Greg's excited. The only man I know that will call in sick to work to watch Hallmark Channel.
He does like it. I can't watch them.
I can't either.
They're just too predictable. But there's a lot of people that eat that kind of stuff up.
Yeah, they keep making them.
Yeah.
So obviously somebody's watching them. More people watching that than CNN's got.
Bless their hearts. I brought this up a minute ago, and I may have mispronounced her name. Jen Psaki, that was the press conference lady for the White House for the Biden for so many years, switching parties. She is now going to be an independent. She has come out. She's got a book, and there's
was it
just
Jen Psaki or was it the other one?
It was the one. I'm trying to find a picture of her. It's the black lady that was there.
Jen Psaki, I believe, was the
redheaded.
Yep.
That was horrible in her job.
Yep. Terrible.
Well, I mispronounced her name too. Well, I had to.
Nobody worried about that one.
But the black girl that was there for so many years, she has now written a book, and she is changing parties as well, and she's going to the independent side. And I'll think of her name in just a second. I can see her face.
Think of it. I can see it, and she would have done a good job for someone that she didn't have to lie for.
What do you think anything will Jean Pierre?
Jean Pierre.
Yeah, and
Jean Pierre something.
Man, you just can't find people with the last name of Smith anymore. It's easy to pronounce. I have a tough time at it. But and she was there for quite some time, the face of the White House. But as we see all these allegations of who was running the White House, do you really think that an investigation will turn up anything, or it will just be years upon years of investigation and nothing come out of it?
It depends on who gets to who. There was a lot of wrongdoing, especially this auto pen.
And that's what I'm hinting at.
This is something that really needs to be investigated, and whoever was there with that needs to be held responsible for treason. You didn't just sign somebody's name. This were laws. This was affecting the United States as a country. That was treason, and they should be held accountable to treason. And I don't care if there's 10, 12, 14 of them. Doesn't matter. They were all involved. They all did that to the United States. And they should be held accountable. And every single one, go after them. Go after every one of them. That's the only way you're going to straighten this country up. If you allow that action to go and then just push it off to the side and nothing happened, then what have you done? Not a single thing, and you're only going to make it worse. Now, do I believe that when it really comes down to it, is anybody going to do anything? No.
It just never seems to ever work out there from erasing. It happens. We know that there is, and whether you like it or not, there is a group in America that are untouchable.
That's exactly.
Unless you have pizza delivered to the third highest person in the United States and hammers involved.
Well, I mean, you know.
If y'all believe that story.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. I got some land for sale. It's on top of someone else's, but they won't matter.
But here's the thing. Make sure that your wills are done correctly. I had no idea this was still going on. Jimmy Buffett, his wife, still has not gotten his money. As we look at this, and it's the people, the lawyers and things that are handling his estate, they're telling her that it's just hasn't been worked out right. She doesn't even have a clue as to how much money that she's entitled to. So she's going to have to get a lawyer to get her lawyer. Does that make sense?
That is, that's terrible.
And for the most part, she is the biggest, most everything's left her. He's got some children that he's going to leave some things to, but the people that are in charge of it, fighting it, not giving it to her, that's not right. He's been deceased for quite some time.
It's been a couple years, maybe.
Remember George Jefferson?
Oh, yeah, moved on up.
Yeah, he had like $50,000 left, and all of them fought over it. And then poor James Brown lay in state in his house for how long?
Yeah.
And they finally got him buried. But make sure your financial things are worked out and who gets who. And sometimes it doesn't hurt if you trust them to go ahead and put them / like on your land deed where they're co-owner of it.
Yep. So POD.
Yeah, if something happens, it's automatically theirs. Then there ain't no arguing.
You see old Tommy Horn, Greg uses him. I
used him too.
Comes up. I mean, just put it in English. This is what I want. This is who I want to get what. File it. He take care of it. File it with the county. And when it's done, pull it out and it says step 1. Give Scotty Ray this. Give Amy that. Give Braylon this. Give Memory this. And at the end of the day, it's done. Everybody goes home.
Just don't give it to somebody before you go. They won't take it. You know how some will take it away from you.
Yeah.
Sometimes cash brings out the worst in people there.
Say it ain't so.
That's just what I've heard. Coming up, we're going to. It has been a busy day. Yesterday was from the start to the finish for law enforcement in our area. They have done a lot. Let me tell you something.
Those men and women working.
That Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, it was like, whoosh.
Like you, they's everywhere.
They didn't know what hit them, and I wasn't sure what hit them, and I was standing there. Whoa! And look,
man.
Criminals, can we have a little talk? Can you not do 3 things at one time? It is very hard for me to move from, the exact moment, but we did it.
The cops can get there, but it's hard for you.
They got different branches, but it was very tough to get from stolen car to, okay, I just robbed a store, to they're getting arrested and going to jail within a mile of each other. And I was whoop, 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 whoop.
Say here and there, and then you had to stop and get gas in between 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because you had just filled up.
We'll be right back. We're going to start telling you about all the excitement that was going on yesterday. We'll be right back.
Celebrating our 7-year anniversary, Al's Garden and Gift is excited to bring you the beautiful colors of spring to your home. So many bedding and vegetable plants, hanging baskets, roses, and other plants that will bring on the colors of spring. It's the perfect time to spend in the yard. Spruce up lawn and flower beds with fresh sod, mulch soils, and pine straw. Then brighten your day with unique gifts in the shop. Spring is here at Al's Garden and Gift. Bloom with happiness.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a Z71 2500 HD? Or maybe you're looking for the Ford F-150 with lots of leg room in it. Plenty of SUVs like the Explorer for the family. Or if you're looking for a gas saver to go back and forth to work, come by and see the mini cars like this Nissan.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart. Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
And we're back.
I'm sluggish there. My right hand not as fast as it used to be.
Well, it's all that running around, like Austin said. There's no consideration for the redneck Batman.
Shame. No, we did have an incident yesterday that ended up being not what it appeared to be with the 45 police officers that were sitting at CEFCO. We would have the report of a stolen car from out of state that was in the parking lot of CEFCO. And you've brought this up before. You and I were talking about this of what happened at Captain D's.
Yeah, you've got and or in between two names on a title or a deed. If it says and, either both parties have to be in agreement. But if it says or, either or party owns that outright 100%.
And just because you have an argument and they drive off in it, you can't. And that's what that one was about, the original one. And we sat back, watched that, and that's what that was really all about at the end of the day. Kind of embarrassing for someone, but at the end of the day, they didn't do anything wrong.
No, and then whoever walked outside and goes, my car stole. Yeah.
But a lot of police responded to that, and it ended up being nothing. If you notice, I've got pictures of it, of the parking lot just filled with police, but it wasn't anything to it. Now, things started getting, let's start back over here, Odie. One of the first things that happened yesterday is this situation. We had another stolen car, and let's go live to the scene here of what was going on here. Meridian Police Department, let's back up here, responded to this pickup truck being stolen, and it was from out of state. And as you can see, there's handcuffs here, there's handcuffs to the left there, a male and a female. Oh,
there was the hospitality here.
Yes, sir. There was actually 3 people in cuffs. I missed this one. He blended in.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Number 3.
And they went through that truck pretty serious there. No item left unturned there. 3 people were taken into custody. The pickup truck was then hauled in to be looked through. We don't know the details of what they found inside of it, but boy, that blocked traffic there. That was near the CEFCO to where the other situation had happened just hours before that, Odie.
Man, a busy little area over there.
Yeah, and as we look at a few of the pictures there, that's it there. Meridian Police Department all over it as they made that takedown there at the red light. When they come through it, they stopped it. And again, somebody will be getting their truck back. But no injuries. That was executed perfectly. At the same time, we don't know all the details of this yet. I hadn't gotten them. I've asked several times. We'll see what becomes of this. There was a situation that happened, Cloverleaf Cloverleaf Shopping Center, which is where Harbor Freight is, where many stores have been.
One of the original, golly, what was that restaurant that sits back in the back? Hardee's.
Yeah,
it's sitting that back in the back part.
That's Mom and Pop's now.
Mom and Pop's, that's it. Yeah.
We've all shopped there for many years, but
the Green Stamp store.
Was it there?
It was right around the corner from that package store.
We always went to the one by Big Star.
Yep, the old Green Stamp store.
Yeah. Well, we had a situation that took place inside the liquor store. It had two scenes going on at once. One there at the store, and then over at the Rib Shack, another scene. And what was going on there? Well, the person involved ran, and police. Let's start there at the Rib Shack. Let's pull this up where you can see here. This is the scene at the Rib Shack. Let me back this up. We see someone is cuffed here. This is looking down 18th Avenue.
Yeah.
Here's the Rib Shack here. They're all looking on. This is the tobacco store that can't get insurance anymore. And as we zoom in on this, we see somebody handcuffed up against a light pole.
Now he may just be resting, you think?
Well, I think he was helped to rest with those cuffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was headed off into a trot, and then Cujo, how do you say his name, Cujo?
Cujo
Showed up on the scene there, and he was taken into custody and set up against a pole so they could figure out exactly what was going on.
They should have just got his hands all the way around the pole, and that way they wouldn't have had to worry about it.
That stuff goes to itching there, Odie.
Well, I mean, there's one surefire way not to get attached to it, and that don't do nothing wrong.
Did you see what was going on here? Let me back that up here. You see, they're putting evidence right there.
Yep.
You see, what was that song? 2 more bottles of wine?
Oh, well, that'll do it.
It's 2 bottles of something that is putting in there that may have come from the liquor store, just as you look at what's happening there. Now, at the scene, there was product and there was also cash recovered. What we don't know is if it's been classified. That's why I said I don't know everything. It was an assault with the possibility of a robbery. Now, I haven't gotten official word if they're classifying it as a robbery. Let's go around the street corner. Here he is. They brought him back around here, and they're putting him in cuffs that would probably be identified at the scene of this is the person.
Yep.
Lots of people with keys to handcuffs there.
Yeah, those bracelets right there, multiple keys to make sure they fit multiple people.
Metro ambulance on scene. There was a reason Metro was there. As we go here to take a look at this crime scene taped off. All of this started when this white male walked into the store. Now, what actually happened, it's a lot of questions into this. But he said something to the clerk, and the clerk popped back off at him.
Well,
it was about that time, allegedly, the white male grabbed a bottle of something and struck the clerk. And then at that point, there was some things possibly taken and maybe something out of the cash register. We hadn't gotten that word yet. But again, there was cash found, and it was a pretty serious wound that was put on the clerk from being struck in the head with a bottle.
I'm just going to go out on a limb, but that cat right there don't seem like he's one of those that carries a lot of cash.
That makes you think that. Now, could the cash have been his? Maybe.
I'm not saying that he didn't.
But there's bound to be video, which we don't know.
Yeah.
Percy's first day of re-elect didn't turn out so well, did it?
Well, he's not in charge.
I know. I was teasing it.
But, yeah. So his name come across, and we hope that that's not the case.
Everybody was joking. Guess whose fault this is?
Yes.
As we move to now, as that was going on, let me back up here. That was the second thing. We had the takedown going on there with the stolen car. Then we have this gentleman, store clerk, hit. Assaulted, a very serious crime, and then right around the corner, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. It's kind of like a trumpet going off.
Yeah, here we come.
This involves, and again, we will get more information on this today, but this involves a burglary, stolen cars, fraud, and the list goes on and on. That's all I can say at this point until I get that official statement. But in the parking lot of Boharala, I couldn't miss these handcuffs that were going on. This is one. I'm telling you, that Scotty Ray thing's catching on there.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like he's got those jeans on that you've been wanting to, isn't he?
He is a great guy. I like him a lot. Officer Mays.
He is cool. Got to work with him last night, but every time we work together, he's good as gold.
As you'll see, a suspect being taken into custody, charges pending, and we should get those today. But this was well orchestrated.
There you go.
And again, this is early into the investigation. Not a lot that I can say until we officially get word from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. But 2 people were taken into custody yesterday by the Sheriff's Department for doing some very, very wrongdoing in our community. And they were Johnny on the spot. They handled it. They didn't get anywhere. It was
just like that.
And it was over. And again, well planned. Officers were ready for the situation there. No one was hurt. Nothing happened on all of that. So we can't thank them enough. And again, we will get more details on what this is all about. We got some more video and pictures that go along with this also. We'll put that as the story comes out today. It was It was like National Law Enforcement Day yesterday.
They was everywhere. They was working.
And I have seen a lot of people getting speeding tickets lately.
Yeah.
Watch your speeds. Watch your speeds. They're watching all of that right now.
Well, so everybody says, look, we need to pay our officers more. I'm with you 100%. Always been behind that. You get what you pay for. Give them a wonderful wage. Well, you got to do that with money, right? So you got to bring money in.
What are you trying
What's
to say?
one good way to get money?
I don't know, but I don't like that one.
You're speeding. Here's a ticket. Please go by and pay to our salary fund.
Look, you would be bankrupt by the end of the week.
Yeah, running those stop signs. Here's a ticket. We can fund every activity at the police department with tickets. Now, might have to raise a little money to buy ticket books. But boy, I could see some changes coming.
You want to know a great way to not get reelected? Bunch of speed tickets.
Well,
That I'm just political people tell me it's a great way. You pick on your citizens too much, you will not be in office. I'm telling you, I'm just.
I'm with
the hard
I'm
cold
with
facts are. If somebody's doing something wrong, absolutely yes. Somebody going to church, going 5 miles an hour over, leave them alone.
You got to have your little leeway.
We and the way I put this, Odie, is we've got a lot bigger crimes that need to be dealt with rather than somebody going 6 to 7 miles over the speed limit.
Now that right there gets it. But
you know
when you're
what I mean?
going down the road and somebody just pulls around and runs a stoplight,
I agree
runs
with
a
that.
stop sign, almost crashes over you, there's only one way you can stop that. Somebody going through a high traffic area with kids around and they're doing 20 mile an hour over the speed limit, there's a fix for that. And if you hold the law enforcement personnel accountable in the wrong sense because they gave you a ticket for you breaking the law, then obviously you hired them for the wrong thing because you hired them to do a job and that was follow the law. Now, 5 mile an hour over, I'm with you. There's a leeway up a
But
hill,
there
down
has
a
to
hill.
be. This is the way I look at it. You got to use a little Andy involved with this. It's
Common sense.
You talk to somebody.
Yeah.
There's a lot because there's just the citizens make this or not, and you can't pick on them too much.
And we've heard that multiple times. When I went to the school was if you go up to the window and you hound somebody for speeding, then you hound them. You don't give them a ticket. If you give them a ticket, you don't hound them. It's either one or the other, but you don't hound them and then give them a ticket. You really gonna make somebody mad. So yeah, that really wouldn't go a long way.
But that's just small thoughts on that. But again, breaking the law is breaking the law. But have mercy. Be careful out there. We'll be right back. We're going to tell you about an accident that took out power in our community. It was dark for quite some time. We'll tell you all about that. That's up and coming.
Hi, this is Nick at Doc's Toyota, and we are excited to put you in a new Toyota today. We have no dealer markup, no hidden fees, no hassle, and our inventory is always priced to move. Our top-notch sales department and first-class service after the sale guarantees you a fast and comfortable buying experience like you've never had. So come see why month after month, more and more customers have chose to buy from Doc's Toyota. So come see us here at Doc's Toyota in Philadelphia at docstoyota.com or on Facebook. And remember, there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt, whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray Report with Odie. And Maria, you're right. I covered that story this morning in the first show there about 2 Chinese men arrested for smuggling a fungus into the U.S. that would target our crops. Ooh, have mercy. We have just criminals that it's not the old days. These folks are serious on hurting America. And a good job by law enforcement for catching that. And it was brought up about handicap parking. Well, that's a bad one to break it, because there's somebody that literally needs that parking space. As a matter of fact, Odie, I've got a file of a former council member parked in handicap parking that wasn't handicapped. And I spoke with the police, and although it had handicap, it was not officially designated parking spot by the city as a handicap. Although the business had it, it was not on paper. Is why this person never got a ticket, but we got a lot of it. Disregard.
I was being facetious about tickets would pay for the police department. That just, I mean, we know there's no way you can write that many tickets. That's a lot of money that we pay. But
wait a minute, do you know what one of them Scuttle burgers costs now?
One of them tickets?
It's like $2 something for a speeding ticket. It's over $200.
There's some money. But now here's my thoughts on handicap parking. If we could get somebody to get this passed and do it, I think we'd get a lot of happy people. Get someone who is off duty that wants to work a little bit extra, make a little extra money. Put that off-duty officer down at one of these stores that's got handicap parking. And when somebody parks there illegally, he go up there and give him a $500 ticket for illegally parking, and he gets to keep 25% of it as a paycheck. Now, you're not taking an officer off of his regular job of patrolling the streets for just a handicap parking place, because I am partial to that too. If you're not handicapped, do not park in that handicapped parking spot. If you're handicapped and you drop somebody off to go in the store for you and you sit in the car, you don't take a handicapped parking place. You're the one handicapped, you're not going anywhere. Why are you taking up a parking place? There's people who drive up, need that spot to get closer to the door. And I have no soft feelings on anyone who takes that parking place and
it is a touch
and not need it.
We have some disabled folks in need, and I did not realize that a seatbelt. It was $25 the last I'd heard. So seatbelts are $71 now.
Oof!
Wow. Yeah, that's the word for it. Oof.
Well, now where's mine?
Yeah.
Both sides. Should you be made to?
I'm with you on that.
I, in a sense, I don't. But if you see the wrecks that we do, and what we have to see, seatbelt versus not seatbelt, the intention is there. The good intention is there. But there again, government overstepping the boundaries. I just don't agree with that.
I agree with you 100% on that.
Should be your own deal.
As we go to West Lauderdale area last night, as a matter of fact, we're going to go to the 8,000 block of Okatibbee Dam Road. Power was out, and, well, we had a street party, so to speak, as a lot of people showed up for this accident here with injuries, Odie. We'll start with some still pictures first. As you can see, this is a black F-150. This is a creek that is out here, and this is off in it. The problem that came about was after this wreck happened, look at that. Kind of hard to get to, number one.
It was fairly deep on the other side of that truck.
Now, if you know, that is a power pole that has been struck by the vehicle as it cleared away into the woods here. And let's go across and watch this. That's the path that it went. There's the power pole there. Lines were all in the road, and y'all could not get to this person due to the fact of what?
Yeah, live power lines down going through the water and on the truck. And it was not safe for us to go in there and try to get him out. We knew he was responsive. We tried to get him, or he tried to open the door, and we told him just to stay in there until we can get this cleared up. And I want to say thank you to EMEPA.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
They were out there, and once we lost contact with the person in the truck, we didn't have any idea what kind of injuries he had. When we lost contact, that kind of heightened it up a little bit, and we made a call to EMEPA to shut that grid down in that area. And thank you for doing that. I know it was an inconvenience for a lot of people in that area. It's like 145 houses.
If you look right there, that's where it struck.
Yeah, 2 power lines went down, and EMEPA cut that so we could safely get in there and get to him. I did get a report after the fact that he's going to be okay. He was taken to the hospital. Family went there.
And originally, a statement that I made that we were there when they originally got to the truck, it was thought to be 3 other people in the vehicle. And I don't think it was I think it was just the driver.
It was just him, yeah.
Originally, it was thought that there were 3 people and they had maybe left the scene. But that's what went on last night there, while the lights went out in Collinsville, so to speak.
Yeah, they did. Right there by the dam, it sure did.
And again, this was live as everybody was scrambling to get in there. And again, we turned the camera away once it got to that situation to where he was going to be brought out. But thankfully, nothing horrible come out of that, and that is wonderful news.
It really is. That was good when I got that text last night that says, "Hey, he's gonna be okay." I was good. Now, four-wheelers do not have seat belts. You can get insurance for them. All side-by-sides do have seat belts, and you can get insurance for those. Now, riding on the roads, on a paved road, or a county or a state dirt road, you still are not legally supposed to drive on.
But the flip side of this is a school bus does not have seatbelts.
They don't, and the biggest picture out there is overall, it's safer not to. Overall, and it is a safe mode of travel.
I just don't believe you should be fined. I don't either. That doesn't seem right. You own the vehicle, you bought that, and you shouldn't have to pay a fine. Now,
it's your own life.
Yeah.
If you want to lose it, that's all on you. But yeah, government overstep boundaries in my eyes.
And that's the way I look at it. There's a lot of things. You take the United States. Why should you have to have a fishing license when it's the land of the free? I have issues with all that, and you get a ticket for that. At the end of the day, all of this amounts to one thing: money. That's what it's about. So that's all I got to say about it. I ain't got the answers. I can't tell you why.
Now, I have to make sure, unless it's changed, but used to, if you were standing on the bank and fishing with live bait, you didn't need a license.
Never heard that. I ain't going to go try it.
Dancing, you were fishing for food. But if you're in a boat or you're trying to use a plastic worm, you're sitting there as a sport, trying to fish, that's different. I need to make my phone call and make sure that's still correct.
I can remember being about 7 years old and me and Mayhat going fishing. And Mayhat didn't have a fishing license, and they wrote her a ticket, and we were on the bank. So
plastic worm or a live?
It was live. We had cane. We didn't even know what a thing was at 7 years old in Scuba, Mississippi. Never heard it. We'd never seen a game warden until then. We didn't know they existed. Like, who are you?
That's why they call them the possum police, because they get out there and
didn't know nothing about it. I'm gonna go ahead and call this a sinkhole, because if it smells and looks like one, it's a sinkhole. Does that make sense?
It looks like they dug it up, poured concrete or asphalt on top of it, and finally made its way out again.
When I tell you that my Tahoe would fit in this hole, it would have. I am not exaggerating, and I did not get any closer to the fact of safety reasons. But I done the best to get over. This one just didn't have any dirt underneath the pavement. You can't see it. There's a small hole, and before I show this, but underneath the pavement there was nothing. So any weight would have made that collapse, and the Tahoe would have fit down in it. It was that deep. As we go behind Great Southern National Bank, downtown Meridian, as we look at this. This is 22nd Avenue up here. This is in between 23rd and 24th Avenue on B Street is where we are.
Yeah.
Now, let me back up and show you this, Odie. All right, we're here. Let me hit the old live button here where we can watch it. If you'll look at that. Now, again, all of this area here, there's nothing under it. You can hear the sewer system underneath. As we zoom, that's as close as I can get.
That's a lot of water washing a lot of dirt away.
And if you look at that, again, this is Great Southern National Bank here. This is B Street here. It may still be blocked off at this time. As we go to take a look here at the pictures. Again, that doesn't look that bad. And as you can tell, we've had an issue there before.
Yeah.
She was big. Street was blocked off. Y'all just be careful if within the streets of Meridian until all of this is fixed. I can't tell you how many times this has happened. If you see a small hole, 18th Avenue, if you remember, was the same way. It was just as big.
Yeah.
By the Mexican restaurant.
Right there by the bridge.
So just be cautious. You never know when it might take your Chevrolet truck away from you.
Yeah. Let me use that.
Yeah.
Not good.
I don't know about over 65.
Not 100%.
We need the game wardens to come in with us one day.
Yeah.
Eric Clark could probably be my phone a friend if I needed to ask a question. He would still know. But we'll see if we can find out about that. We'll be right back. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Welcome back. And I almost tend to agree with Kevin Russell here. He says if you have a line in the water, you got to have a licensed fish. I'm going to lean toward that. I don't have an answer on what age. I know that used to there was a break in if you had to have a lifetime fishing license and what age you didn't have to buy one. No license needed for 65 or older is what Wayne tells us there. No frog all over it.
Oh, Mr. Davis. Golly, and Mr. Moore. Boy, that's bringing back some old names right there, some good people.
Screamer?
Or Screamer, yep. There's Wilder there.
Bobby Wilder. It is good at a young age to buy somebody a lifetime fishing license. It's good. Or hunting.
We talked about that and the cost.
You save money.
An awful lot of money. That's an awesome present.
So you get free license now?
No, gotta buy them.
What about Julia? She getting that free license?
She's probably squiggled somebody out of one. If I had to take a gander.
As we get into things that happen around us, Neshoba County was in a pursuit of a possibly stolen car. Boogie there. As we go here for this story there, it would be a chase, and they would bail out of the car, run on foot. Some 4 to 5 hours later, the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians would pick up the man who ran, arrest him. He'll face charges there first before being extradited back to Neshoba County. And I do think there are some guys that are a little bit higher up than that also want to have a little chat. So Don't be running from the
Not
law.
getting out no time soon.
No, sir. The suspect was identified as Jehovah Dixon. We'll find out what becomes of that. But a car chase there in the still of the night, and then a major foot chase there. Now, I want to bring this up. A body was discovered in Newton County. They do not think any foul play is expected, but it's going to all be investigated at this point. This could very well be natural causes as we do this. The person has been identified as Oscar Harris Jr. They're officially waiting autopsy results to be 100% sure. Preliminary investigation going on that. But he was 72 years old. He was found deceased in an abandoned home.
Oh, man.
Why was he there? We don't know.
Yeah.
And again, they're investigating this in Newton County, but we thought we would share that with you as the autopsy is being done to find out more about this. You have to be 125% sure on anything that happens like this.
Yeah.
So they are digging in. I'm telling you, yesterday was a busy, busy day. Now, sometimes I don't ask questions. I just leave things well enough alone. But we had a truck that broke down. And I talked to several witnesses that said they were standing there and it went pow. And they said, what was that? And it ended up being a brake line on the truck that exploded. Airline exploded.
Yeah.
And it made a loud racket, and it had to stop at College Drive, Mississippi Highway Patrol. I do believe, if I'm looking at that good, that's H2 had to pull over there and go, what's going on? And then he had some friends that worked for...
Oh, C-Ted came out.
C-Ted came on out, and the
Said,
truck...
Hey.
The truck was not supposed to leave. It had out of service, and whoever was driving the truck drove it. Now, again, I didn't ask questions when I looked down and I saw a dress at the back of the truck, and I thought, maybe she's a truck driving lady wearing a dress.
Well,
I didn't get any closer. I let it be.
are you saying they were wearing a dress?
Yes, I know that this is not the guy that used to be around DeKalb that was a dude that wore a dress. It's not, I don't think. And everybody from DeKalb, the Dynamite City of the South, will know what I'm talking
You didn't
about.
holler his name and see if he turned around?
Seriously, did you know about that? It was a guy that used to drive a log truck that wore a dress.
Before it was
He was yes, and it wasn't like he was a little bitty, he was a big old boy who wore a dress.
So didn't nobody say nothing to him?
I don't think they did. Everybody just stood out in front of Sinkholes and kind of done this.
Things to make it go,
And then there was that guy in DeKalb that ran for president every year. Never did win. But again, we don't, I don't know, after C-Ted left, I let them handle that. And then I saw Chancellor back up with his big record, and they left with it.
Well, you know, those airlines, they actually keep the brake pad pushed out. We on layman's terms, to keep the brake pads pushed out. And if you lose that air, those brakes automatically clamp down, and you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So you're not going to just take off and go.
Apparently, Rodney wears these every once in a while. He says they are just, a dress is just simply cooler than pants. And
He could have been Scottish, wasn't
do
he?
you think he has one of those, used to in cars, they had that little air conditioner vent right up underneath the steering wheel?
I remember that.
Maybe that's what he likes.
I wonder why they took them out.
I don't know why that crossed my mind. I hadn't seen a car.
But yeah,
He was a little bitty one that used to be
yeah.
that. I hadn't seen that in years now.
I hadn't either.
I got in.
Since seatbelts came out.
I did not know that this existed. Debbie bought a new car the other day and was showing me that you ain't got to be in the car, and it parks itself and gets out automatically. She had her remote. She had a button, and the car cranked up on its own, backed out of the parking place, and then the door unlocked, and she got in it. And I thought, well, I'll be dog.
Well, now, the original Batman had one. The Batmobile would do
did.
that. Yours won't?
Nope, mine don't do that.
Well, I'd have to call the head
gonna have to-
Batman office and see if they can't give you some of that technology.
I gotta have that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see here. We go to Alabama, Sumter County, Alabama yesterday. And y'all, before you see this, not a scratch, Odie. I don't know how. I don't know the answer.
I know how.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Look. Let me zoom in on this just a little bit closer. It's kind of flattened, isn't it?
It's crinkled right there.
Here's a different view of that. Look how crinkled it is.
Wow.
And again, not a scratch. Now I see the airbags that went off there, but walked away from this with no injuries. Sumter County, Alabama, Highway 28 is where that would happen near Livingston, Alabama yesterday.
Man, that's tough.
Wow, wow, and more wow.
Yeah.
God can be amazing when he wants to be.
You got that right. All the time, every day.
Did you cause this? Because I heard you were spotted in the parking lot yesterday.
That must have been while I was eating, so I didn't see all that taking place.
We had us a fender bender right in front of Western Sizzling yesterday afternoon. Again, nothing horrible by any means, but it was just a little fender bender there that took place as everybody was trying to get to that fried chicken. Good stuff.
Yeah, they had them livers there too.
Let's see, what's it say? Buffet every day.
Yeah.
Odie, if I'm hungry, I'll go there. But like if I had to have it, but that's not my top choice of meat is a liver. That's just.
I'll shrivel on up. That's all I got to eat.
They
not gonna do it.
That and gizzards. I mean,
I ain't gonna do that neither.
If you're in a bad way in the middle of nowhere and it's the convenience store and that's all they got fried, you got to do what you got to do.
I've been in a bad way and ain't never had that. I'll find something.
I can eat it in a bite. But the best meal that you're going to get anywhere across is those tater logs. Tater log is just fantastic.
Yeah, a good fried tater log.
And as I was standing there looking at the 18-wheeler with the dress, I looked up with some kids were going, "Hey, Scotty Ray." And I turned around. I thought, ain't this cute? And I walked back over. MCC is doing their college for kids this week. And the kids were riding the ponies. They were teaching them about all the different animals that there are. And so we went over and took some pictures with them. They were having a blast with this, Odie.
So they've got an equestrian class. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and they had all types of other animals in there, things that slither around. And I said, I think I'm going to stay out here with the horses. Y'all just have that next course without me. But that's a great thing that MCC does. I'm glad they do that to teach children everything that they need to know there.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Oh, chitlins. I ain't eating a chitlin either.
No, sir. No, that should be just outlawed in 3 states.
You can smell them 8 states away. Golly.
Let's see.
We got some breaking news coming in.
Do we? No. That was Tommy said, "Did you get a ticket or something?" No. I was just talking about
They're expensive.
Yeah, I'll just make it a point there. Have I gotten tickets in my life? Absolutely. There's not a person that has driven a car that has not sped, or it's going.
You might not have got caught, but
you've done it.
Sped.
Because you don't even know you're doing it.
Yeah.
I got a ticket in Tennessee, and this is what I call a speed trap. You come in off the road, it was 75, it dropped to 65, it went back to 70, and then dropped to 35.
Oh, yeah.
And it was all within a mile and a half. And they pulled me over and told me with a $100 donation, it would not go against my speeding record since I had never gotten a ticket in their little town.
Yep.
So what do? You
pay them that $100.
You give them $100 and you go on your way. And that's
like Charlene said, that's why I don't eat liver. I'm not going to eat liver. Mama would throw that down on our plate, and we sat there until we ate it. Don't care how bad it was. Don't care what it made us do. Don't care how much we were not leaving it until we ate that liver.
And then the great thing about that was you could use it for fishing bait later.
Yeah. So Charlene, that's exactly why I want to eat that stuff as a mama.
I'm not a huge fan of it if I was forced.
Well, we were forced as a kid. If I could have gotten a phone, I would have called child services on that. That was bad.
But that sticks with you, what you're talking about there, things that your parents enforce, you grow up. Man, I still remember them Saturday mornings in a garden. I don't want to go near a garden now. I still have nightmares about that.
We had some hairy green beans one time, and I love green beans, but I look at them before I take a bite. Charlene, y'all ask Charlene about them hairy green beans.
We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome to Kia Meridian.
We're a family-owned business that's been serving the community for 25 years.
If you're looking for a new Kia, we have them. And if we don't, we'll find it.
No stress, no hassle, just the best deals. And right now we can get rates as low as 0%.
Shop local, get the car you want. And be a part of the Kia of Meridian family.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Grass cutting season is here, and if you need a new lawnmower, drop in and visit our friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have the size yard you have. Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. And welcome back. And we have to give it to Becky there, what her sister would do to hide the food.
Put it in a shoe and then flush it down later when everybody else is looking. It's pretty good.
There's just things that as a kid you don't care for. And it does affect you when you get older about what you will or will not eat. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say if you're born in Louisiana, you eat anything.
Yeah, when you got a rat that's about 2 foot tall, and y'all go out there and get
you call it a rabbit.
Yeah, what are they things called?
It's the devil.
It's not a muskrat. Y'all help me out what that is.
I don't know, but and that's how we got this thing called
a dog in the house.
Crawdad. What do you call those things? All these cookings that everybody has.
Oh, crawfish.
Crawfish. Yeah, a lot of you like that. Yeah. I'm not with you on that. But I know a lot of you love it. Have I eaten it? Yeah. It's just I'm not going to ask for it.
I ain't going to eat it no more.
But a lot of you love it. And
I like the corn and the sausage and the potatoes. I love the flavor. A neutral rat, Luana. That's it. When y'all put one of them things up on your table.
I ain't eating it. The best example of Louisiana would be the water boy. If you watch that table.
You know, she grabbed that whole alligator and cut his nose off.
Have mercy.
I love alligator tail.
I ain't eating that either.
Oh, that's good.
I tried some alligator one time, and they say it wasn't as good as chicken. I don't care who says what. It's bland, and it didn't taste as good as chicken. Chicken is the best there is.
I ain't eating no possum on the half shell neither.
That's why there's no possum restaurants. Y'all ever thought about that? There ain't enough of you possum eaters that warrant a place there.
No. We had bologna sandwich. That good stuff, good fried.
Nick had to fire up his ink pen yesterday morning.
Uh-oh.
Judge Nick Lisi.
I got a check for Nick, too. Don't let me forget.
Okay. Well, as we do that, we find out that someone was taking things that were not theirs from Kate Griffin's school. Scrap metal is what happened there. As we go here's the scene as I pulled up on it as it looked.
That looked like some of them pipes they had down there on B Street. Wash the dirt away.
That's possible.
Yeah.
And I got some video here we'll get to. Here it is as we pulled up there. Here's what
he was hauling that down the street.
In a buggy and over there and a stroller also. I mean, it didn't stick. I mean, this wasn't obvious or anything.
No. I mean, that's good camouflage.
But, Odie, seriously, as you look at this isn't heavy stuff, so it wouldn't have brought much of anything, would it?
Well, I mean, if it bought him a beer,
I mean, I can see that worth over $20 at most.
No, but that's probably all he wanted at the time.
That right there was his heaviest thing on bottom. And what is it paying now? 9 cents a pound?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. It got up to 11 cents one time. But
need to look at
that worth? Y'all look at this. Is that worth going to jail over? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, he was probably getting that $20 to buy him a beer and a hamburger. At least now he's got 3 hots and a cot.
I don't know. But that did happen yesterday morning. If y'all saw in law enforcement yesterday, this would be by the tunnel is where this was.
Yeah.
Down by Wade's Automotive. In that area there is where all this was taking place.
Hey, talking about the tunnel, y'all be careful going through the tunnel. On the south side, they've started painting that wall. And it's going to say Lauderdale County, and then on the north side of it, where they just got through painting where it says Meridian, and it looks nice and all. They're down there working on the south side of the underpass now. That's going to look good when they get through with all that stuff. Yeah.
I have seen them on ladders and whatnot as I went through the tunnel, and I did not take the temptation to blow the horn to spook them. I know this tempting.
That was good. Make two of them fall off.
That horn would do it.
Bob said that guy was trash.
That's pretty good. We had 2 puppy dogs found. We put this out, and they were found there. They love riding in the back of the trucks, as you can tell, old Red back there.
They got it made.
I pulled up at a red light yesterday. It was a dog in the back. He looked over at me and like, you got air conditioner and I don't.
Well, not stopped, but he got some good wind when they get going.
Woo, boy. As we look at this, don't forget, we need to say congratulations here. Look at this. The cheerleaders done great at UCA Cheer Camp at Ole Miss. Congratulations there.
Good deal. A lot of hard work. Getting tossed up and thrown around and flipped and flopped and all that stuff, that's a lot of work that these girls put into that.
I thought you were talking about being in Clark County Jail.
Well, now, yeah, they don't take that same stuff everybody else
does.
does.
Lost Gap, is that where that was?
That might be Lost Gap there.
Tossed up, thrown around.
Yeah,
we're not candidates for jail.
Yeah,
just gonna go. We're just not really good at that.
They said on the short wall they put Meridian, on the long wall they put Meridian, and on the short wall they put Lauderdale County.
Well, it's less.
I hadn't noticed that, but yeah, could have counted the letters. Is that what you're trying to say? Hotty toddy Bob.
Is it going to be the same picture? Or what, have you
it looks
kind
of like the same type of design in the background. Yeah.
Don't forget, we've got a trail run coming up. This is a part of the state games. Is going to be taking place there June 26th for people that are into all that running there.
Let me know where the best place to be with the camera when you come running by, so I can get a good shot of that.
Yeah, because I don't plan to be participating in that myself. We got some bad news, Odie. Hooters has officially closed their downtown location in Memphis, Tennessee. Well, they didn't tell us much other than it's shut down, but as we all know, Hooters is in a financial spiral nationwide. It has not been doing well, and it is closing that. If you ate lunch there every day, just for the hot wings, if that's what it was that you went there for, can't have them there no more.
I think that's another one of those, what do you call it, going woke processes that kind of hurt that place.
Yeah, it's tough there. It's gone though.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't talk about that. Yeah. You have things.
Yeah.
And you go, I swear I ain't saying that.
I'm not going to say the word.
I didn't see anything there.
Yeah.
What else?
Corinne Jean Pierre.
Yeah, and this is the lady
that
I could not think of her name a while ago.
Yeah.
Bless her, I just could not. I didn't watch a lot of press conferences from that administration.
Well, I didn't think she was real smart because she was sitting there lying and everything else. But now, obviously, she's a lot smarter than I thought.
She remembers it all now.
She remembers and going, you know what? I am connected with the wrong thing. I am going to do what's right. And they did. I'm not saying go Republican, but go independent. That way you can figure out, okay. We talked about it the other day. I don't vote Republican and Republican only. I vote for the person, and I don't care what party you belong to. If we align together with the same thought process, I'll vote for you.
But we go back and seriously, I can many occasions of the stumbles and the falls of going up Air Force One, wandering off as they were going into the White House. The door was here, and he'd just keep walking into the grass. Oh, there's nothing wrong here. He did, and America believed the media. When he would stumble and say these things, he would take ideas, stories that he heard from other people and insert himself in them.
Yeah. He never even been around half these people.
Popcorn was a great story, though. Little leg hairs there, and I'm like, this is the president.
Timo said the reason they close is sales for sagging.
I ain't a-touching that.
Oh, man.
We're going to do birthdays next. Get yours, too.
Golly.
Spring is here. It's time to get your lawn looking its best with Kubota mowers. Parish Tractor's Kubota Z232 KW42 is the perfect mower for a pristine lawn. And now, you can own one with payments as low as $95 a month. Visit Parish Tractor today and take advantage of this amazing offer. 2.99% APR financing now through 6/30/25. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
More than a tractor store.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. They carry the Nixon tire with free roadside hazard service, along with high-tread used tires. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. We have a hotel manager that is in custody in Jackson, Mississippi. As often as we see what's going on across America, you'll have, and I guess I'll call it a vagrant. Maybe that is the best way to word that.
Okay.
In front of your business, you ask them to leave. They do not. They continue to stay. The vagrant entered the building where the hotel manager's daughter was. He went in, an altercation happened, an argument, and, well, the manager shot him. He's been taken into custody. No word yet of what type charges there really are, but man shot in Jackson over that. It boils down to, when it comes to children, parents will protect their children at all costs.
Dealing with that now.
Yeah, no matter what the consequences are, that's your child. And if you see them in harm, you're going to stepping up to the plate. Lafayette County, Mississippi, they ain't nothing like being on good behavior and walking off the work detail. He's back in custody. He gets a little bit more time.
And he don't get fresh air now.
No, he ain't gonna be getting that no time soon.
Yeah. Dang it. How we call that hindsight.
Yes, sir. Just didn't work out. Good thing it wasn't in Hines County.
Well, they probably wouldn't have called him.
Canton. Let's see here. Oh, we got a guy that a habitual, and when they use that word habitual, it's pretty serious. Canton. Another man has been arrested for child porn. No reason for that.
Something they can do about that too.
Yes, sir. So we're watching here. So what else we got? A Rankin County supervisor, Scott Berry, has announced that he is stepping down. Election is there election same time as
I believe so. So he's halfway through. So
we don't know why, if it's health or if it's other reasons, but
yeah,
it's going to be a jockeying for that job, so to speak. There. So good luck with that.
Well, you've got, if it's less than half, if it's less than 2 years, then you get appointed. If it's more than 2 years, you go through a special election. Even
on county jobs, or is that just state? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's the bad thing.
There you are there. Yep. So, and as I ain't touching that. Whatever that was that popped up on screen, we ain't going there.
I'm with you on that. No,
that scared me.
Yeah, that kind of reminds you a little bit about that old Buddha judge.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
We'll look into that.
Okay, I ain't got a clue.
You know who Buddha Judge is? He's that presidential candidate that then went to work for the,
Is that the one that had
transportation
lipstick? And
well, you know,
stealing? Or no,
no. This is where him and his husband had the baby.
No, you had to show me a picture of him.
Okay.
Because we did have so many comical people that were in the last. I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Pete, is that who you're talking about?
Yes.
Pete? Oh,
yes.
Is he trying to run for president?
No, he already tried.
Okay, he lost. Okay.
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
He was over the Department of Transportation, I believe.
Was.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not doing that now.
Not after this new guy.
Hey, look at that! You just got in a birthday.
Oh no, I've got it on there.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
We see that. Yep. It's a coming.
But what's going to be happening with all that? All right. What is the deal with
little babies?
Yeah, let me pull this down so it won't show that other thing that scared me just a moment ago.
Well, there's another one that kind of scared you. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place.
So does. I ain't gonna show it now. Because I'm scared to show it.
Well, you can click on it.
Well, then it'll start singing, and then they'll tag you for playing music that you shouldn't. But the videos of the little people, like
no babies.
This is Kenny Rogers and Dolly is what this is when their baby is singing. What's the story with this
it's
other
just
than
funny.
It being clicks?
And then somebody sitting back and wanting people to click, so they've replaced the people with babies.
I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but there's an issue going on in the Nashville area to where there was a breakout at the zoo, and everybody is spotting the zebra, and it's turned into something kind of funny. Here's one here.
Stripes may not stop speeding, but our Mustangs will.
There's pictures of this zebra on everybody's camera doorbell rings. He's just going through the neighborhoods, and he, to my knowledge, has not been caught as of this morning.
Well, I don't think they pose danger, do they?
I don't know much about zebras.
Didn't a goat get loose in Clark County?
It did.
Yep.
Yeah, that's happened several times there.
Now you got what's his name over there to take care of you in Clark County? Harold.
Harold, he'll run it off there. He'll fight off a zebra if he comes after you.
Yeah, he will. You'll be safe.
We see Senator Jeff Tate was down in Simpson County with the Republican women there. So he's been out doing some speaking as well there.
Yeah.
All right, we need to do some birthdays here.
Let's see what we got. Kim Wedgeworth is having a birthday, along with Pam Morgan. Janelle Tibbetts, 99 years young today. Happy birthday. And Sandy Covington also having a birthday. So happy birthday to each and every one of y'all. Miss Janelle, definitely a special birthday goes out to you, 99.
Big one there.
Man.
I want to remind you of the severe weather threat for Saturday night. This is a level 2 for our area. It does include portions of Clark County, Jasper County, and also into Smith County. And everything north, as you'll see here, taken in York, Demopolis, Utah, all the way on up into Tennessee and on into Kentucky, taken in Purdue and Bowling Green and those areas there. Level 2 storms, as we'll watch this, come late Saturday night into Sunday as those rain chances move up to 80% chance for Sunday. So we'll be behind the scenes watching all this. Whether should it become a threat for you, we'll go live and let you know.
That's right. Rick, I was thinking the same thing. Can you break a zebra and ride it like a horse?
I don't know.
I'm not real sure.
I've only seen them in zoos.
From everything Richard said, he's seen zebras were mean, so maybe that's why we don't see them in rodeo.
That's what George Jefferson said, if you remember.
I remember when Red Fox had somebody bring him an elephant to his junkyard.
What did he say?
And Lamont tried to sell it, and he wanted to do a circus. Yeah, no.
You don't need that warranty after all, do you?
No, I done got to where I answer it. How can I help you? Would you like a car insurance? Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, you just say, "Is this Jake? What you wearing, Jake?" They usually, when you do that, they hang up quickly.
Yeah, they're kind of, never mind, I done called the wrong one.
Folks, we want to say thank you for joining us. And Odie now gets ready to give us our Bible verse of the day as we head out to face the world. What do we got today?
Let's see, where the good Lord going to take us to? 1 Corinthians 16. Look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always. It also goes to seek his blessings in everything we do. He's all around us, and every time we see something, especially the good, look for him because he is involved one way or another. Definitely keep him in your life. Talk to him all day, every day. Start your day with him. It will make a difference. Y'all have a wonderful morning. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Fun Friday. Until then, remember, we love you. Have a great, great day.